Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's PR Corey. As you can tell by the title, some of y'all might not even want to watch this video based on the title, but I got some important information I'm gonna share with people real quick. I'm gonna first start off by saying that I've never watched Dragon Ball Super a day in my the full saga or whatever anime a day in my life. I have never just sat down and watched every episode. Just like I told y'all here recently, I watched every episode of Dragon Ball. Right? I always felt like when I watched a couple of episodes of Dragon Ball Super that the anime was not as very appealing as Dragon Ball Z was. The anime, the drawing, the style, I could tell that it just it's just not the same. And I'm not the only person who actually says that. But what I'm gonna show y'all right here today is actually just real quick and real fast gonna show y'all that things are deeper than y'all really think they are. A lot of times I hear people say stuff about cartoons and Dragon Ball. I mean, not Dragon Ball itself, but superheroes and stuff like that, jokingly and stuff. You know, number one, I don't think any of us believe in superheroes. But to be real, I saw something here and it stood out to me, and I couldn't help but show this because it just sounded too it was too immaculate once it was explained, and it caught me off guard, to be honest. So with that being said, I'm gonna get into it. Hold on. All right. It says, how many universes are there in Dragon Ball? Now we know that this is a cartoon, right? First off, let me show y'all the Dragon Ball cosmology. Cause see, look, this is their cosmology that they give you in Dragon Ball. They give you circular, globular planets and everything still, but as you can tell the difference between, I mean, the similarities that they're explaining as well between this right here and what y'all be saying as far as ancient cosmology. So you can look at both of those clearly and see the difference. The similarities actually, but the vague difference between them. And it's really not a difference when you really think about it. It's really not a difference when you just got to really look at that. But so as you can see, I just did that real quick. That's really all I got to show, man. Y'all have already showed that in the past, the Sheol and everything. Y'all know what y'all say that is. I really don't have to get into that. You can look at this right here and you can clearly tell anybody who, I mean, you could almost get it mixed up. You got Dragon Ball cosmology that they're explaining. And they still put the underworld down here at the bottom, as you could tell under this area. Okay. So, so I mean, it's all as you can see right there. So what is my point? What is my point? My point that I'm showing y'all is I want y'all to think back to y'all's uh I'm trying to do like I can. The thing is, man, the only reason that I mention other people to be real is because I realize it's the only way that some people can really learn, it seemed like, or vouch for something to be true because they heard it from their favorite person. So that's why I always bring up their favorite person to back up what I'm even saying, because people won't listen unless you mentioning them. I listen to other people's streams and they don't go without mentioning thou either. So what I am gonna say is that it's been said and mentioned in the past, which I had already said myself as well, that every number itself is like a universe. Every number itself is like a universe, because within every number in between 0 and 1, you got an infinite amount of numbers. You can cut one thing up. That's what magnets do. And they all turn into different small magnets. So you got this infinite aspect of numbers that's in between the range of one number, 0 and 1. You got 0.000001, and that can go on forever. That literally could go on forever. And then you reach the next stage whenever, 0.2, 0.3, 0.0003. It could go so many different ways. So you have this infinite aspect of range of numbers in between just one number alone. That's what my work is showing y'all, bro. That's why I'm saying that every single square that you see is the exact same thing as the whole project itself. Once I put that big ass 0 on my work and y'all see that it's the same thing as just one square. It's the same thing, especially if you put it in a computer. It's all based on the square at the end of the day. So I'm showing this right now because I was watching Dragon Ball and I heard them say something that really stood out to me. Dragon Ball Super specifically. It says it's revealed in Dragon Ball Super that there are 12 universes, and each of these universes has its own destroyer. Each destroyer is accompanied by an angel, one of the divine children of the priest, the strongest character in Dragon Ball Super. All right. Is there a universe 13? Why is that a question? Well, that's not what I was looking for. That's they said something about the I'm just gonna type in Dragon Ball universes and see what pop up. Let me see. Because they said something very important, man. I'm telling you. All right, here we go. It says right here, the Dragon Ball, and the reason why I'm doing it like this is because I can't go, due to copyright violations and stuff like that, I can't go on one of these websites and just pull it up and let y'all hear exactly what was said, let you see exactly what was shown. But this is exactly what was shown right here. This is the depictions of what they said that and showed that the universes look like. It's right here. The basically multiverses, because if you got one universe and you got multiple universes, that's called a multiverse at that point. So basically you got the multiverse being explained by this aspect right here. And what they specifically said that stood out to me that I'm about to show y'all is this right here. Hold on. The 12 Dragon Ball universe multiverse. I mean the Dragon Ball universe. I'm tripping. The Dragon Ball multiverse, or the Dragon Ball world, is the chain of universes within the Dragon Ball series. There are currently 12 in total, as well as an artificial one. And every two universes whose designations add up to 12 are twin universes. I mean, add up to 13. I don't know what I'm reading, y'all tripping. And every two universes whose designations add up to 13 are twin universes. Does that sound familiar? I'm going to pull up Vortex Math. Every number that adds up to 9 is twins, counterparts. 1 and 8 equals 9. 2 and 7 equals 9. They're across from each other. 3 plus 6 equals 9. 4 plus 5 equals 9. 0 plus 9 equals 9. Okay, so this is important because this is where I've been showing y'all that 9 is what constructs the universe. Now, what's important is as well is that, see, that's Vortex Math right there, but that's where I'm showing y'all that they did Vortex Math in a certain way. That's not, I'm saying, not factual, because it still is, the mathematics is true. But in nature, you're not going to find numbers where number 9 is like that, written around a circle like that. It's not going to happen. You're not going to find that. But in nature, you do find diamonds. In nature, you do find diamonds and crystals that do factually grow exactly like my work is doing, as you can see right here in a pyramidal type of structure that is fractal. Okay, and that's exactly what you see right here. That's my symbol that I be posting. So I did have to show that real quick. So that's why I've been telling y'all when I revolutionize vortex math and its to its correction. Now this says that there are 12 and that there's also an artificial one that I didn't even know about. That's what I'm about to, I guess, learn about on down the line because I haven't watched the full series yet or show. So or canon, whatever it is that they call it. 13. They'll let you know I ain't just no big old child just all into drag. Like I'm just saying that it was my favorite cartoon. My favorite game was Sonic as a coming in as a child as a first. Uh, but my favorite cartoon as a young uh, adolescent coming up was Dragon Ball Z because of the morals and the story and how it was just always about growth and getting to the next level. And I had a homeboy who used to like to draw Dragon Ball Z just like I used to like to draw Dragon Ball Z. And we was always as artists, as two artists. He didn't never hate on me, but he admitted and he knew that I was on the top level. See, I got the only friends, the only time that y'all really gonna see me close with anybody is if they can admit. If they can admit and they not no hater. That's the thing. I don't like to kick it around haters. You know what I'm saying? And I'm very blunt. If I'm gonna be around a hater, I'm gonna be very blunt and keep it real, no matter what. Because I don't have hating in my blood, but I don't I just think I've dealt with haters so much in my life. It is really surprising whenever I come across people who are genuine in their compliments. So when I see somebody else who can draw like me, I'm really always looking for the person who could draw better than me. Yes, people who could. I don't even show my talent. That's the thing. I don't show the level of talent that I really could. And it's part way because of there's so many reasons that come into that. And that's not good. It's really not good that I don't show my level of talent to the degree that I really could. I could be on YouTube drawing almost every day if I wanted to. It's my own choice and my own. It's me who choose not to. But drawing is something that's very fundamental, extremely important in life. One of the most extreme and important skills that you can have, actually. You can design your own logos and not have to pay nobody else to do it. You can design your own tattoos, bring it to the tattoo designer, and they already got a step of the process out the way. There's so much stuff, it just cuts you. You design your own fashion brands. It puts you in a whole different sector of creation. Just like being able to write. I feel like it's extremely important to know how to draw. I'm just saying. Not to worship graven images. You know what I'm saying? But to know how to draw. Now, it was explained, and what I'm saying here, if you go and watch Dragon Ball Z along with Dragon Ball Super along with me, I really encourage you to watch really from the beginning. Start from Dragon Ball, and you got a long ride and everything. And watch every single episode from the beginning so that you really learn and get a gist of how spiritual it really is. You'll really learn some stuff. You'll really reflect on some things. So I highly encourage that. And dang, what was I about to say? I was thinking something, man. Yeah, when she was talking about the time traveling and everything within this later on, I think I was on episode 32 or something, or 33, one of them. It was talked about Trunks time traveled again, basically. That's Vegeta's son. He time traveled again dealing with Goku Black, right? And it was some diagrams. I mean, the stuff that we've been talking about recently, as far as just the universe expanding and time traveling, all of this type of stuff, that was all talked about, and it was mentioned within there. The gods within Dragon Ball keep on mentioning how it's an extreme, it's felonious, it's bad for you to time travel. It's something that people go, get in trouble for. You're not supposed to do that. And I'm not just saying this. Actually, if you go back and I've been talking about time traveling very, 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 very much, because my work has to deal with it. That's why this is blowing my mind right now. That's why I'm making this video. I've been talking about time traveling so much in the past here recently. So to hear it even be brought up and mentioned, even within the cartoon, after I said it recently that I'm against time travel and that I just rather just go according to how the creator got things dictated to be set up. Because if you want to change how things is orchestrated in time after they've been already laid out and moves have already been made in the past, you basically trying to rewrite God's story, the creator's story. You also saying in your own eyes, you are the creator. And you willing to mess up anything, because everything is a butterfly effect. And that's what was explained within that. They explained it so simple to where if somebody would have killed a plant, a certain plant, that one small action could have had a huge butterfly effect and messed up the whole planet. They was just utilizing that simple example to explain that going back in time and altering one thing can mess up a whole bunch of stuff on down the line. But also, polarity exists within this world, and I also know as well that it could also fix some things down the line. Either way it go, it's gonna be good and bad that come out of it. So a lot of y'all, while y'all up here talking about CERN and things like that, and whether it's a time traveling thing and stuff like, that's where all of this loop and everything comes back together. All of this so-called Messiah, because whoever that is to first walk through that vault of time traveling, first person or people, whatever it is, 9 times out of 10, they're going to be seen as some type of messenger, because they're going to have a message from the past or wherever they come from. They're going to have some type of knowledge or something that they could give to people. And, that's just bare facts. So within this, that also stood out when I was listening to Dragon Ball and what they were saying. A couple of episodes on down the line, something that they said was, it's actually 18 universes. That's what it started out as. And they said that this destroyer named Xeno destroyed 6 of them. So it was started off as 18. Remember that number? That's 1 and 8. That's what I've been telling y'all about. I told y'all, look at these numbers that they use. Yes, we know 1 and 8 add up to be 9. But they started off with 12 is how they explain it. It's right here on the screen. And 12 is the number just like we use within this world. So a lot of y'all look at it probably like what I'm drawing out is, since it's eternity and like it's bad or something, or possibly scary, I don't know. But what I do know as well is the time itself. If you want to say that time itself is Saturnian, that's where I'm saying you can't escape time. You can't escape time. You literally can't. To say that you escape time is to escape being under the government of the cosmos above. That's what I'm saying. Nobody in human history there's no way to do that. No matter where you go, you are always going to be governed by that. That's a fact. Okay, so you can't escape what we call time or the cosmos up above, which generates all life. Nobody's been proven that anything can exist outside of that. So when it comes down to that, that's important. That's important, bro. Time. A lot of people, like I said, people have been saying whether it's real or not. One minute they want to talk about it like it's real. One minute they want to talk about it like it's not. They want to say it's a paradox. It's not a paradox for us. No matter what, there's a such thing as a past. No matter what, there's a such thing as numbers. And these different numbers have different energies. A triangle is a triangle. A square is a square. That's what I'm showing y'all. It's every single shape carries its own energy. And energy is not only energy, but its own function for the world. And like an organ, you know, just like organs in the body. That just came to my mind. Every organ in your body is going to carry a specific function, and it's different from the next. You ain't going to find no kidney that's necessarily functioning based on the sole purpose of stomach digesting food. You're not going to find a bladder that's digesting food. Everything in your body got a specific, and this shows intelligent design, a specific function. That's an intelligent designer. Every one of these shapes has a specific function, an intelligent design. A dot is a dot. A line is a line. An angle is an angle. A triangle is the first enclosed shape. A triangle is it's 180 degrees no matter what. You ain't going to find no triangle that's 360 degrees. You ain't going to find no square that's 540 degrees. It's all a square is always going to be exactly what it is by definition. It is a four-sided, equilateral, equal angle, equal point, equal distant point, a shape going on there, polygon. And it's divine, because, and the reason why it's divine is because there's no, by definition, you cannot, it's strict. You can't change it. It is what it is, literally. A circle is a circle. Once you change any rule outside of it being exactly perfect as it is, the definition of perfection, not altering any of its distance from its center, being equidistant from a pivotal point, you can't make that up, man. You can't recreate that. Or the definition of what that is once you change it, it's either a broken circle. Once you change the aspect of it and it's not equidistant, it's now an oval. A circle is a circle. A square is a square. A triangle is something that can change. That's why y'all see me. I chose on my work, and I'm explaining it to y'all. That's why it's important. And that square itself, all of it comes out to be 45 degrees. Every aspect of it, how I got it built. You can't travel anywhere. Look, even if it was other planets in this world, like they got this cosmos set up right here, you can't travel anywhere. Even if it was what I'm explaining to people, no matter what cosmology you use, if you use a compass, if it was other North Poles on a flat Earth cosmology, or if it was, and I ain't gonna say other North Poles, center poles, and if it was other even round planets that we could lift off of this round planet off of and fly into, every single one of those planets would be governed by the same compass, same math of the compass. You wouldn't have to change the mathematical asset of the compass, aspects of it. You just take the compass, and when it starts to feel a magnetic pull, the same mathematics is going to apply. It's going to show you what north is. It's going to show you what 45 degrees is. This is something that's constant. The circle, the aspect of the circle. You cannot escape a circle. That's the thing. You could turn 360 degrees, but you can't escape the universe because it's based on this circle aspect. You can't escape it. You literally can't. So first off, they started off explaining that it was 18. Then they went down to 12. Well, this whole 12 count that we in, when y'all talk about Saturnian, I'm showing y'all 0 through 9. Now, it's also said that the magic square. Here's the magic square of Saturn. I'm showing y'all where this. So when y'all see old boy pull up certain stuff like this is where I'm showing y'all the facts of it from. I'm not like, this is where that symbol that be being shown, that when it's been explained, atom, atom, all of that stuff. Then at that point, that's where I'm showing y'all the stuff with the number, man. The stuff with the number. Because without that symbol actually is a sigil that's made by this mathematical code. All right. You use your phone pad every single day, man. And that's why I tell y'all, this is exactly what make my work that much more special, because see, this is what's known out here. But what I've drawn out is something that ain't known. And the closest that you is going to get to it is it's been sitting out there in secrecy for the longest. The CIA is hiding it, or trying to vaguely. The Nazca lines, the Nazca Estrella, the Nazca Star, Nazca Matrix, whatever you want to call it. It's been sitting out there waiting on somebody. And I can guess who. And I'm not being cocky. I'm just being real. Look at this, man. This right here is the exact same. This is what this is explaining. This is what this is explaining. so that's where that sigil comes from. So this is where I'm saying with y'all, where else, what other number pattern can you use to make exactly what I've made, to do exactly what I've done? All of these, if you realize as well, every row adds up to be 15. You got 8, and then you got 3, which is 11. And then you got 4, which is 15. 9 plus 5 equals 14, plus 1 equals 15. 2 plus 7 equals 9, plus 6, which equals 15. All right. So the whole is 15, 15, and 15. And all of it, of course, because all of the numbers added up equals 45. Everything adds up to 45. So when y'all hear about Saturn, that's where y'all can get this linkage between the two. But that's where I'm telling y'all, if this right here scares y'all, well, y'all say that that the original clocks of the ancients was what? 360 days, right? Right. Not this 365. Okay, well, I'm also showing y'all that the importance behind actually showing the work and doing the work. Okay, if it was wrong, then you do the work and find out what's right. Show people what's right. What's the real actual calendar? See, people will get up on here, and what I realize is they will talk about what's wrong and what's right. But when it comes down to mathematics, that's where they want to apply themselves and show that they want to do that work in front of people. They want to get out here and map out and do all of the ancient monuments and stuff for a flat earth and do that type of heavy, intense work. When it comes to talking about ley lines, all of this stuff, I'm putting in the work and I'm not playing around with it. Real talk. And I'm doing it in a way that nobody else ain't ever did it. So this ain't a game, man. This ain't a game at all, bruh. If this right here is what it is, and these all numbers add up to be 45, and the very clock that you use actually it still uses a decimal system. We go from 1 to 12, but it's still looping at 10, and then 11, 12. It's not using an alternative symbol beyond 9 and then going to 10, using different symbols to explain the decimal code, or duodecimal in that case. When it comes now, later on here in just a second, I'm going to mention something about the 6th and 7th universes from Dragon Ball and what they said about it, because they said something specific about it. And once I show y'all something with my work, I might have to actually draw it out first. Then y'all will see what I'm saying. I just pay attention to everything, bro. This shit's amazing. So what I was just saying is, if this right here is factual, as far as this all adds up to be 45, and what I'm also telling y'all is that this square right here is just like the circle, which is 360 degrees. All right. A circle is 360 degrees. Okay. A square is 360 degrees. A circle is a 0, basically. That's what you're seeing. 360 degrees, 360. So circle is the 0. The square is just like the line. It's the opposite. It's the same thing. It's just a mirror. It's the counterparts, just like united versus universes. That's literally what the universe means. That's what universe means. United verses. All right. Period. It's that simple. And excuse me. So yeah, we got that right there. Now, this is what I was about to say about the 6 and 7. Whoa, there was that 45-degree angle stuff right there. See, this is they're showing right here. So, oh yeah, let me be more in clarity too. Before I do jump off of this and I say what I was saying about these numbers right here, we can't escape. And all I'm saying is, okay, you could say that it's been said that it's been talked about the Saturnian, God of time and all of this stuff, chronological, all of this stuff, chronos and stuff has been brought up. I just said that this is something we can't escape. This isn't the reality of something we can't escape. Just like humans need water. This is something we can't escape. It's no matter what, you're gonna be governed by it. If you choose not to, to acknowledge it, that's one thing. But no matter what, the aspect of time revolving around us, it's just past, present, and future. It's all real. Period. It's just like if you say the time ain't real, it's just like saying a car. That's why I said exactly my good example that I made up myself. If you say the time ain't real, it's just like saying that a car ain't real, but car travel is real. That's stupid, dude. You can't do that. That's just preposterous and dumb. If time is real, then if time travel is real and you talking about that like it's real, period, point blank, time is real. It ain't no if, ands, or buts. You can't say that car travel is real, but you ain't use no car to travel. What's the point in saying that? Like, so it's a fact. We are in time. It's whether you can choose whether you want to acknowledge it or not. That's the thing. You can just live life and never look at a clock, never take an aspect of numbers into life and just live. And yeah, time didn't exist to you. You just lived and died. But in reality, the creator is the one who gets to choose whether time is a paradox or not to itself. It could shut the whole thing down. Us, we just a part of it. We inside of it. We can only travel inside of it as traveling men. That's all that we could do. We're not makers of time. That's where the creator aspect comes in. And see, with me drawing out what I'm drawing, I'm showing y'all what time this has been around since the beginning of time, literally. If anything, I'm showing y'all the real construct of time. And I'd be careful with even saying that. You know what I mean? Because that's a big, deep statement. I don't know whether someone will realize that. But that's why I'm talking like I am right now, because I just showed you where they're talking about in Dragon Ball 12 universes. How many zodiacs they talk about? 12 zodiacs. How many hours in a day? 12 hours. How many hours in a night? 12 hours. Ain't that cut half and half? That's symmetry right there. Why do they cut half? Why do they set the clock up to be half and half? Perfect symmetry. Because to be honest, look at the day in nature. It's not half moon, half sun all the time throughout the year. It's not every day that the sun rises and sets, y'all, is not a perfect equinox for everybody everywhere. That's where I'm showing y'all this whole aspect of time is showing y'all symmetry. It's everything is governed by it. That's why when you look at a fruit, you see symmetry with it. That's why when you look at your face, you see symmetry with it, as to side, so to side, because it's revolving around a center pole. Everything built up around it like a rope. I don't think y'all really realize how. Oh man. I had to stare out the window a little bit on that one, man. I don't think y'all realize how deep I am, really, man. That's a confirmation. That little sound. That means yes. But look, man, 12 is what they're telling. That's what I'm telling y'all. If this bothers y'all as far as what you're seeing right here in the magic square of Saturn, and you will go back to the etymology and you would say that Saturn is Satan, so automatically, boom, this got to be bad. All right. What I'm telling y'all is, okay, let's say, and we run with your statement, and let's say that this is bad. Let's say that this time matrix that I'm telling you, and you can't prove that we can escape it. We can't escape is what I'm telling you. Y'all saying this stuff about these gods and everything, this God Jesus and everything like that. The tetragrammaton, the measurements of it, I keep on bringing it up for a reason. The measurements of it, the angular measurements all come out to be the same numbers as my work as well. Going back to these numbers. Everything in reality, bro, I'm telling y'all, geometry does not exist without frequency, which builds up the geometry. If you didn't have a square, which was built based on 4 lines, okay, because a square doesn't just get created as a square. That's why you don't find it in nature. That's why I told y'all the square is a symbol of man. The circle is the symbol of God. Think about what I just said. The square is the symbol of man. The circle is the symbol of God. Why did I just do? How many of y'all would even get why I just said that? I don't even think y'all would, because look at everything. You can't. I mean, look right now. Look around your room around you right now. 9 times out of 10, you got circles all around you, and you don't even realize it. Just look at how many things is circular. I'm looking all around my room. You want me to bedpost got circular, 4 circular pillars on it. Cup got a circle top that I drink out of, and the bottom is circular. It's a cylinder. A lot of stuff is cylindrical. This bowl, a circle. Orange, a circle from nature at that. My fan is circular. What I'm getting at, I really want to name things from nature. The sun is circular. The moon, circular. When you look at it, if you was to trace that perfectly, take a picture of it and put a circle on top of it, it's going to be perfect. You can't make a deviation. It's a circle. Drop a pebble in the water. It's going to make rings, circles. Look at your eyes in the mirror, circles. That's why I just told you that the circle is God, if anything, and the square is remnant of man. Now, I'll go into explaining that simply about man by the aspect of a square is something that a man has to build. It's something that you have to literally, a man's consciousness has to go into that. God creates circles. All right. Man has to literally sit up and somebody got to think and construct a square. You're not going to find too many crystals that grow perfectly square. There are some, but even then you're gonna find some imperfections within the squares. Even then, squares is something that's man-made, man. All right. And just because I'm saying that they man-made, that doesn't mean that I'm saying that all is bad. It's man. What I'm telling you, it's an aspect of nature. One thing that humans forget often, y'all forget that we are part of nature. We are God's. We're a creation, a part of God, or the Creator. Whatever the Most High, whatever you want. You don't feel comfortable with me saying God because that name came from the Bible and everything like that. The Creator of all things, the reason that whatever it is that created everything that's here right now, because you ain't created. I'm telling you that right now, bro. If you created it, how about you stick your hand down your throat and pull out your heart, or just stop your heart from beating? How about you just defy some laws out here of nature itself? If you created this whole thing, man. Answer some questions that ain't nobody ever answered that's to come. If you created this thing, man. Tell us something about the beginning of time. Show us something from the beginning of time that ain't nobody ever showed the world. If you created this thing, man. Or if you got links with anybody that created it. Because I just thought about saying that last one, shit, I'm even in the context and the category of that. And I ain't saying I created nothing. I always tell y'all I'm not God and I didn't create this. And that's not out of fear. That's out of common sense. I can't go outside and go swim in the ocean and go breathe freely. So I ain't create this. I'm not just something that's omnipresent and can just go anywhere and defy any law of nature. If I want to go outside, think about that. What if the creator created something? I don't think nobody ever thought of this either. Something that could live in every environment, could morph into small and be an ant size if it want to, could grow up and be our size if it want to, could live underwater, live in matter of fact, forget the shrink and stuff, but just live in every environment. I've never seen anything that can fly and walk on water and swim in the dam and breathe underwater. Got gills too, can live in all three environments. I ain't never seen that. I don't know why I kind of forgot why I even just went off to mentioning that, but I ain't never seen that. And that's kind of like being omnipresent. Anyway, man, this whole thing is intelligently designed, man. And when it come down to it, they just told y'all in Dragon Ball that it was 18 and the Xeno person, the god in there, destroyed 6 of them specifically. What I was telling y'all about the 12 that we go by, if this 9 thing right here, if this matrix right here, this Saturnian stuff that y'all talking about right here bother y'all, what about the 666 code? Because look at the 12. It's broken up into 60 seconds, 60 minutes in that hour. Then y'all wonder who messed up the time? They added and went from 10 months, and y'all 360 days in the year. Like y'all was saying, 10 months, December, the last month, November 9. November meaning 9. November derives from the Latin root novem, meaning 9, because the Roman calendar were only 10 months in the year. Y'all just saw where I just said that. All right, I just said that. November meaning 9, December meaning 10. All right, okay, 10 months in the year. Now, if you then count that there were 360. 3, 6, and 9 is the key to the universe. Go back to what Tesla said. That would make it, if you made 10 months in a year, 360 days in a year, that then turns everything to 36 days within every month. Every month then turns into an even 36 days. I'm not saying that that's anything significant, but at that point, yeah, that's what happens. The whole aspect of the 10 is that it doesn't evenly divide into 4s, which is the 4 seasons. But the 4 seasons could also be looked at as 2 seasons. Some people I've heard, and I'm not the first person that said that. I'm not going to act like I'm the first person that said that. It's somebody who said that in the past. I heard that from. You see how easy that is to do that, let people know that, not just repeat something and act like you said it. Because if I'm too original, man, like real talk. A motherfucker gonna know if I said something, real talk. So at the end of the day, you got this right here meaning 9, November. 360 days in the year, 36 days a month is what that turns into. We could talk about that later. I can actually do work on the calendar, stuff like that later. All right. What they said specifically, what I was saying there for about the 12, 60, 666, that aspect with the number 6, that's within the whole 60 minutes, 60 hours. I mean, 60, not 60 hours, 60 minutes and 60 seconds, 60 seconds. All right. Man, I just typed that right. I thought I did. Okay. It says universe 9, 10, 2, 6, 7, 2, 2, 6, 4, and 3, and 11 were erased during the tournament of power, but were brought back into existence thanks to. This is not what I'm looking for. That's the answer I'm looking for. It says Zuno, the Super Dragon Balls, also known as Wish Orbs, were created in year 41 of the Divine Calendar by the dragon god Zalama. They are perfect spheres with a diameter of 37,196.2204 kilometers, numbering a grand total of 7 across both universes 6 and 7. So what's the point in I'm saying that? Golly, I'm trying to get to the. Okay. I'm looking for a direct answer that can explain what I'm saying correctly so that you can visualize it. Anyway, I'm gonna explain it to you like this. What I'm trying to explain right now is that they show that, and they explain that the universe is 6 and 7, and they when I say they show, literally, if you watch it, what they showed specifically that I saw was a mirroring image, and I wish I could screenshot it and show it, but I don't know exactly which episode it was. Like I said, I think it was in the range of 33 or something like that, but I know it'll take me a while to find the exact one. Uh, and anyway, they show Dragon Balls in both universes 6 and 7 specifically. And when I'm talking now, I'm not talking about regular Dragon Balls. Mind you, that this whole show's name is called Dragon Ball Super. So this actually goes into the whole meaning of the whole show. Dragon Ball Super is the incorporation of the first, or it's the first mentioning and showing of Super Dragon Balls. And that's why y'all just heard me mention what I just said about the size. They was actually talking about the size of these Super Dragon Balls, which are kilometers in size, huge, basically. All right. That's what I just read. So what's the point of me saying what I'm saying? They saying that these Super Dragon Balls are only found in universes 6 and 7 specifically. Right now I'm about to take out the time and I'm gonna draw something out on paper because it's gonna take me to draw this out on paper to explain this to y'all. But this is exactly what. Now, mind you, the first thing that they mentioned is that all of the universes that are twins are the ones that specifically add up to be 13. Well, that's the same thing that's being shown with my work. It's just the number 9. It's just the number 9. That's all it is. It's so funny hearing and seeing that it be explained. And like I said, within every number is a universe. I'm telling y'all, everything in this world is based on number. Dude, if you ain't have 2 feet, you'll be having some problems right now. If you ain't had 2 legs, you'll be having some problems right now, homie. I'm just letting you know. As a human being, if you have one of them jokers, you'll be having some real problems, bro. Numbers matter. If you have one nostril, you'll be having some problems right now, buddy. You take your thumbs off. See how well you do. You can't wipe your ass no more. Good luck eating. You got 5 fingers for a reason. This is divine in construction, bro. And it's actually amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing when you look at it and think about it. How huge this world is. When you think about how huge this world is, dude. I don't think a lot of y'all really think about that, bro. Your state is, your block is one thing. All right, your city is one thing. You got a bunch of people within that. You got a bunch of animals within that. You got a bunch of terrain within that. You got a bunch of land that's down below that continues forever. And we don't know what's under this ground. Living creatures, giants, whatever. I doubt that. Giants. We would feel more activity, I feel like, if it was really giants underground. I feel like we'll feel more activity and see more remnants of that. And they do a lot of digging as is, making tunnels and all type of systems and stuff underground, laying pipes and all type of stuff. I feel like we would have contact with stuff like that, and it would be very hard to hide. I feel like that's just me on my end. But I did want to show this, and am I gonna do this or not? I think I'm gonna write this out on paper so people can get this. What I'm explaining about universes 6 or 7 is the magic that, I don't really want to say magic, but the specific amazement that comes with the numbers 4 and 5. 6 and 7 add up to be 13, but they also are the only two numbers that would touch if you did and set up the work exactly like mine is, like 4 and 5. If you put that on the pyramid, like they talking about the universes 1 through 12, right? That's what I'm telling y'all. If you put that on the pyramid, automatically you end up with 6 and 7 being counterparts. Or when you put 0, I think you might have to incorporate the 0 actually in order to even it out. 0 on one side and stop at 6. And look, think about that. They just mentioned that it was earlier. They said it was also what they say. So that's the 0. They said some alternate 13th universe. There you go. That's actually the 13th one that they mentioning is the number 0 in that case. That ain't even making nothing up. That's real talk. That's amazing. I just thought of that because they sure mentioned the 13th one. They said it was imaginary or something like that. Let me see. Universe 13, also known as the destination given to the universe butterfly. I read where it said it was what did it say specifically in regards to the 13th one? There you go. I see sometimes you gotta type in specific stuff. As well as an artificial one. Like a free space. Just like the number 0. So basically, if you think about that, you could do it in your head. You could do it with your fingers almost. You got 0 starting with your thumb, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. And then you got 5. Both of your pinkies touch 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Now apply the same mathematics, but 0 through 12. You ain't got enough fingers. So you'll start off with 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you act like you got a 5th finger. So that's 6 fingers right there. All right. And if you continue that on the other side, you'll end up with that extra finger, which is number 6, then 7, 8, 9, 10. Did I do that right? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, you'll end at 11. All right. So starting at 0, you will end up, in order to have two universes touch and work together on something like that, or two numbers, I'm meaning to say numbers, but that's where I'm explaining exactly what I'm saying to y'all. When it comes to a universe, it's a number. And all of this stuff can be explained by number. So, goodness. Dang, what was I just saying? I lost you, bro. But universe, dang it, man. I don't know how that happened. I don't get how that happens sometimes. That's fucked up. Anyway, man, number 0 would be the first one. I know I was just counting my fingers. I think I should just start, but 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, then 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Let me just do this on paper, bro. It's going to be a lot better. Then I can just take a picture and let y'all go. Yep, that's exactly how it's supposed to go. Got it. Actually, you start off with 1, not 0. In that case, and 0 would be that infinite. I mean that imaginary, or like that, not imaginary, but artificial one. All right, that they're talking about. That's the one that's missing. Just like on the clock. Just 1 second. And think about how all of this syncs together if you think about the synchronous and what I've been showing specifically on my end with the Dragon radar. No, I'm not out here looking for Dragon Balls. I'm using the radar that they had and how you could click and zoom into it to explain to y'all. And they had it on the grid to explain to y'all exactly what I'm doing on my end with the Nazca lines. Because that's one thing for sure is they was pointing out a map to something, somewhere, or something. That's the only question. All right, got it done. Now I can take the picture and send it to my drive, show this to y'all exactly what I'm saying, and move on. Golly, man, this thing just died. Or went to sleep. I don't know why we say phones die whenever they battery go out. If phone dead when that thing won't come on. That's when it's dead. It goes to sleep. I'll start going to sleep. I don't even like mentioning death. I know it's part of life, but Let me see if that went through, because I can't remember whether it went through or not already. I think I sent it. It went on. Because if so, I can go on and show. All right, it went through. I got to see as well, though. I still got to see whether this picture going. Dang, I wish I knew exactly what episode that was when they showed the Super Dragon Balls. Anyway, they explained that universes 6 and 7 is the only ones that have Super Dragon Balls. When you watch it, you will hear that and you will see that. So I'm finna go back to it real quick. And there it is right there. That's the aspect. Oh man, come on. That's what I was saying. See how 6 and 7 touch right here? They add up to be 13. The thing is, when you do that, you have to start off at number 1, okay, to have it balanced off. If you start at 0, you got to make sure you put 13. That's where that 13 aspect, when they say that all of the numbers have, add up to be 13, that's the reason why. That's why I'm saying that 0 that and them adding up to be 13. They don't. Why would they just mention that? Why wouldn't they just say that it's 12 universes and then just tell you that it's 6 and 7? The universes 6 and 7 have the Super Dragon Balls. They share that. Why did they have to mention the twin universes aspect that they add up to be 13, just like all of this right here does? Because the reality is they explaining the exact same thing that I'm showing y'all with my work. All right. That's why y'all just saw that stuff in a circle. And once you pull this in, these two at an angle, which would be at a 45, that's where you'll get the circle aspect that y'all just saw with all of those universes as twins together. So that's all I had to show, man. Real quick and easy and simple. It's amazing how they put some so-called deep stuff, if you want to call it that, within these animes. That's all I had to show, bro. Peace out, and until next time.